Hello everyone, this is a quick update about a historic achievement of Grandmaster Arjun Erigaisi from India, who had just broken the 2800 elo barrier. Arjun played against Grandmaster Dmitry Andreikin in the European Club Cup. The game started as Hikaru Khan, Arjun is white, and this is the advanced variation. This was all seen before. White is establishing a strong pawn on e5, black is trying to dislodge it, white is defending it. By the way, Arjun is only the 16th player ever to reach 2800 elo and only the second Indian after the legendary champion Vishwanathan Anand. Up until now everything was played, and now Arjun played c4. He's trying to destroy the black's pawn's formation, and is just a little bit delaying the castle. He's here giving up the pair of bishops. Of course, you cannot take the knight because the queen is pinned. Don't lose your queen like that. So he played bishop c5. And now, because f2 is under attack, white finally castled. Still you cannot take the knight, but now you're threatening, so knight has to go back. And here Dmitry made a mistake. He was in a slightly better position here because he has the pair of bishops and the position is fairly open. But he played bishop d4. He probably tried to fortify the bishop and the pawn in the center. He also maybe wanted to cover the d file from the rook making attack against the queen. And he also saw that he's earning a tempo by attacking the rook on a1. But to his surprise, Arjun just ignored the rook and played the brilliant move queen h5, attacking the h7 pawn. The only move is g6 to defend like this, and now the bishop sacrifice on g6. If you take the bishop as black, you would quickly lose the game, so this is not advised. This is 2 pawns down, and the exposed king will be over very soon. So that's why Dmitry played queen e7, defending the 7th rank like this. And now bishop e4. Rook e4. So Dmitry is ignoring the rook on a1, which is hanging. He probably didn't want to weaken the defense of the e5 pawn, and he thought that bishop, knight, and queen will be a formidable attacking force against his naked king. So instead of grabbing the material, Dmitry tried to create a counterplay against the f2 pawn. So he continues to do the same. Of course, you cannot take the bishop here, because there is a double attack against the queen and the rook. And finally, the rook is moving away from a1. Dmitry now played king h8, better late than never, but he should have played this instead of bishop d4 earlier. If he would try bishop e3, this is met not by bishop e6 and massive exchanges, but by the crushing queen e5. And now this pin is winning for white. You cannot do much. On bishop f2 you simply take, and now and white is winning. Okay, let's go back to the game. He played king h8, g3 just to kick the rook back. Now he's exchanging on e6. He doesn't want to have this tension in the center anymore. White is a pawn ahead, so he should try to consolidate the position instead of chasing complications. This is something that black has to do as the weaker side. This is a very good move that is now protecting f2 pawn and allowing the knight to jump away, just like he did now. And now the bishop is becoming a little bit clumsy. It doesn't have too many squares. It has to protect e5, but you have to be careful with white. Instead of chasing the bishop like this immediately, it will be a mistake because it runs into rook h6. And now when you move the queen, black has queen h3. So this is very, very annoying. Instead of that, instead of rook b1, he played queen h4, which is a fantastic move because now rook h6 would be met with queen e4. And against attack on h2, you can play simply f3, or you can play queen g2. And everything is nicely covered up. So after queen h4, Dima played queen d5. Here, white was defending the pawn on b5. And now rook f4. This is one sort of a trick that black is trying. Don't take the rook because you will get checkmated like this, or you will lose material to defend it. So instead of taking the rook, he played queen h6. Queen c4, this is attacking the rook on e2, and now white played queen h5. He's protecting the rook, but he had to calculate everything because white is now running into rook to f5. And now the queen and the rook, the balance is will be ruined, and if you give a check on e8, you can not do anything else but just repeat if you want. So here on rook f5, he played knight e3, but he had to calculate precisely the ending. So now many pieces will be exchanged. This is a forced sequence. And white is giving the pawn back. Now the material is equal, but white's ending is much better because he will quickly develop a very strong attack against the black king. It is important that there are two pairs of rooks on the board, and this gives white great attacking chances. So now he just wants to deliver the checkmate on the back rank. Dima made a mistake here. He took the pawn on b5. This is losing a key tempo for defense. He should have played e3, and now if white tries to attack, you have this distraction, and now you will open up white king, who will also be prone to attack. But instead of that, Dmitry, who is usually a very good ending player, maybe he was in time trouble here, he took the pawn on b5. Rook c7, this is an excellent move. Now you're threatening rook d8 checkmate. Rook g5 is the only move to protect against the checkmate. Now you're trying to kick the rook from the g file. This is a very useful move for later. Check. This is important to drive the rook back to g8, and now you're winning a tempo by threatening checkmate on h7. So now rook has to go back to g4. You snatch the pawn, come back, make the same threat, and now calmly advance the king and start harassing this rook that is the only defender of the black's king. There are only a couple of moves more. So now this rook is running out of the squares. And here Arjun just simply pushed the pawn. And after pawn h7, Dmitry resigned. And Arjun finally broke the barrier of 2,800 elo points. He is exactly at 2,802.1. So he's 0.1 points ahead of Hikaru Nakamura, and that allowed him to be third in the live rating list behind the legendary Magnus Carlsen and Fabiano Caruana, who is second, who just earned some points in the United States Chess Championship that finished yesterday. That was it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.